guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing another palette takeover week. Yes, it has come. A whole month has gone by already. What's going on with time? But this is a project that I started this year where in the last week of the month, I really like to just focus on one eyeshadow palette in my collection. So I randomize an eyeshadow palette with my channel members. We do a little get ready with me. And then for you guys, throughout the week, I also show all the different makeup looks that I've done. Now, today we did pull an eyeshadow palette and I have it on today. This is my first look. I have to just admit, that this week we are cheating a little. We are cheating a little because I still want to have fun. It is summer and I do like to have color. I like neutrals. Obviously it's quite neutral, but I do like to have some color at the end of the day, or at least this week, or at least today. That's how I was feeling. Maybe the rest of the days it won't happen. I don't know. I'm filming this ahead of time. I've only done the one look. But anyway, we randomly selected a palette, and the palette that was chosen is the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. Now, this is a very, very nude palette. It's very, very neutral. There's not a lot of color that you can do, a lot of variety. You can go a little bit more peach, a little bit more brown, taupe. There's a little bit of pink, but there's really not much that you can do. It's very, very subtle what you can do with this palette, and that's why everyone really loves it. If you are a neutral girl. Now, I love neutrals, but I also love to have variety and some color. So when this was chosen for the week, I thought, oh my gosh, that is so boring. I was like, that is so boring. So we are switching up the rules slightly this week, where if I want to use a shade from a different palette that is currently in a project, like a project pan eyeshadow project that I am working on, I can use one shade from that palette in conjunction with obviously this palette. So the main focus of the look that I do is going to be from shades in here. But if I want one little like zhuzh of life, one little blast of color like I've done today, I did do something today differently, then I will allow myself to do that this week. I have not done that for any of these other palette takeover weeks, but I just think with this palette, I'm going to want to do that. Now, there will be days this week that I just go into this palette and I don't go into any color. And then I think I'm predicting there will be days when I do go into other colors, but I actually don't know because I'm filming this on the Monday. We're right at the start of it. So anyway, let's roll the video. Let's see all the looks that I create with this palette. And yeah, hopefully you enjoy it.
So it has been obviously several days later that I did my last look with the I Need a Nude from Natasha Denona. Now, I don't have too many thoughts on this palette. Obviously, I knew this was a very neutral palette. It is extremely neutral, and I tried my best this week to make it a little bit more interesting for myself, and I'm glad that I allowed myself to go into some other palettes for some looks. What I will say is with this particular palette, I love that it's cool tone neutral. I think it's more cool tone than anything, or it's just like absolutely neutral. It's not warm or anything. But the thing that I find confusing with this palette is you have the shade Wit, which is actually really very warm. It's a really beautiful peachy tone, a tone that I very much enjoy. And these browns are not the right tone to pair with these tones. Do you know what I mean? Like when I was going in, like all the looks that I did, I tried to deepen out the outer corner with this one right here, which is called Silhouette. And this is really nice. It's nice and dark, but it's a very, very, very cool tone, and it just didn't really look nice next to a shade like this. It didn't blend very nicely. And then this one and which one? This one, I feel like they're very similar. This one's a little bit darker. This one's called Tender, and then you have Stone. I really like the tones of them, but I think in this palette, what I would have really enjoyed is a darker, or maybe just like the same sort of depth as this shade, but have a little warmth to it so that I could pair it with Wit, because that's the thing. I did 2 looks with Wit because I liked the color and it was more warm, and I wanted to go more warm this last week, and I really found it a struggle to deepen out my outer corner or add any depth without going a little ashy with these other tones, because the tone is just off. So that's what I found interesting with this palette. Maybe it's just me and I'm not sure how to work the magic. You know, this is made by a makeup artist, so I should, you know, it should make sense, right? But for me personally, if you're gonna have a really cool tone neutral palette and then you have pops of warmth in there, I need maybe just one brown that's going to have a little tinge of more warmth that I could use with that shade, because these other ones just ended up looking very ashy, and I didn't really quite enjoy it. Like every time I went into Silhouette
and I did use these warmer shades. It looked kind of dirty. It didn't really blend very nicely in my view, but otherwise I liked the looks that I created. I think that given it's such a, I don't want to say boring, but given it's such a sort of very neutral standard palette, gorgeous shades. I'm not going to diss the shades. The quality is amazing. I can see for myself how beautiful and sparkly some of these shades are, and they look really nice and they last really nice on the lids. But yeah, I struggled. I struggled. So that's why I went into I think 3 different palettes, because the first look obviously I didn't include in this video, but it is a get ready with me that I do with my channel members when we pick the palette and everything. So that was the first look. And I went into the Call of the Sirens from Gourmande Girls for that shade. And then obviously I used my Pan That palette, which was the Flower Moon, and I used the color of Rain. Did I use anything else? Oh yeah, I used the Lovers. So I went into 4 different palettes. I think overall it was fine, but I was quite busy last week and I was filming a lot of videos, and I did want my looks to be different. Because I'm filming a little bit more at the moment. I'm trying to like push myself to, you know, push out a little bit more content for everyone. And I like to look different in every video that I do. I don't like to do, I mean, I'm trying not to do it right now, but I think I'm doing it a little bit. I don't like to do like 3 videos with the same look, right? That's might happen where I have like the same look for 2 videos. But otherwise, I always like to keep it fresh. And I found that it limited me from being creative. That's what I really felt last week. I felt very limited in what I could do with my makeup. And like today, I had no idea what I was going to do with my makeup, but I just started whacking on the shimmers from 3 or 4 different palettes, and this is what we ended up with. Like that, for me, is my safety. Like that allows me to be creative if I want to be. Now, the palette takeover week, I love because it really gives me time to hone in on one palette. It's almost like a 1 week, 1 palette. That's basically what it is. And I love that I was able to get more use on this palette because it was a palette that I lost uses in my tracker. And now I have several more uses on some of these shades. But it's not perfect because I really kind of need a warm tone brown in here. I would never have thought to say that because most palettes always lean too warm and this doesn't. But it has this warmth right here, so I don't understand that. Like that it was confusing to use, especially because I was limited. Naturally, I would have just gone into a warm tone shade in a different palette and it would have been fine. But I felt limited last week. That is the perfect word for it. I think I forgot to do this last time, but for all of these palettes that I pull for my takeover, I rank them by versatility and like, you know, just like how much fun I have with it. And I do an overall ranking out of 5. I think for this palette, because it was a little bit of a struggle and I felt limited, even though I really enjoy the shades and I thought the looks were very pretty at the end of the day, I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5 because that limitation was there straight away. As soon as I pulled the palette, I knew I wanted to go into other palettes. And I'm not saying this to say it's on the chopping block, I'm going to get rid of it. I'm not. Like, I'm not thinking that way at all. I have no intention of removing this from my collection or anything based on what's happened this last week. It's just, that's just how I felt. And who knows, in 3 months, 4 months from now, if I go back into this palette and like just use this palette, I'm gonna love the look. I am. It's just, there's a little bit of limitation. So wanted to jump on here and give my final thoughts for the week. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. I mean, this for me is more of a selfish project that I'm doing because sometimes it might not be very interesting and the looks might not be very interesting, but I'm trying to include you along with the process. And you know what, if you like it, just let me know. That would be great. But otherwise, hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in my next one. Bye.